Hello there. This is James with the Unity of Greenville. Welcome to our Unity Community Online. All right, this morning, it's morning here where I'm at. I'm not sure what it is where you are, but wherever it is, I trust that you're having a great day. I thought I'd talk a little bit about your creative imagination. Your creative imagination. Life can be very dull and boring and with no enthusiasm, with no excitement, with no joy. There's no juice when you don't use your creativity and your imagination, which are very important aspects of our being. Um, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist. That's what Pablo Picasso said. We all were born into the world as spontaneous and creative beings. We had vivid imaginations and we interacted with these unseen elements in a fun and playful way. Life was joy, life was fun, and we explored different ways of thinking, different ways of looking at things. And then something happened to us. The adults of the so called real world taught us to narrow our thinking to only one way, and that was limited analytical thought. We stopped using our outside of the box thinking and begin to lose touch with our creative imagination and our intuitive abilities because it is your imagination that links you to the higher mind. The imagination is like the pipeline that you communicate with the higher intelligence. Now, there's a saying, it says, you see what you expect to see. You get what you expect to get. Most people have fallen into the trap of seeing only what they expected to see. Where the real truth is, we don't really see the possibilities that actually exist right in front of us. We have become blind to the solutions and the answers that we've been looking for. But through some fun ways and subtle shifts, some creative exercises, you can train yourself to think in line with the spiritual mind. Another saying, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. There is a creative way that you can look at life that is from the higher perspective, because that's the way the higher mind looks at everything. It sees the past, the present, and the future. It sees the whole complete picture. It sees you from beginning to end, from start to finish. And so when you can tap into that higher mind, it can show you the potentialities and the possibilities that already exist in your energy field, that already exist, that is dancing all around you, that is with you right now. Whatever you need is there with you. It is through your creative imagination that you're able to tap into it, to connect with it. Because what creativity will do, it will lead you into the idea of intuitive knowing. And intuitive knowledge leads you to a more joyful and happy, productive way of life. Do you know what you're capable of? Do you know what you are capable of? That's a question I'm asking you right now. Do you know what you're capable of doing, of being? How do you figure that out? Well, you use your creativity and you begin to imagine what your life could be like. You begin to imagine who you are and what you want to be. And through the power of your imagination and creativity, you begin to open a spiritual door into a more expanded awareness of who and what you could be. Many people are stuck in the uh, analytical mind. And so they're seeing life through, it's all about exchange, it's all mechanical, it's all just driven by um, very dry understanding about life. It is the creativity in the imagination that gives you the juice, that gives you the ability to create joy, to create new things and new ideas. Because in your creativity and your imagination, you create opportunities to laugh and to have fun and to do things maybe you wouldn't normally, quote unquote, do because you are able to think creatively about it. So if you have a problem in your life, if you have a challenge in your life that you need to deal with, well, the first thing you want to do is to begin to apply some creativity and use your imagination to see it differently, to imagine it differently. And in doing that, you take away the ego mind, the analytical mind's ability to just narrow everything down to, you know, um, a very small and limited way of existing. But it is your creativity and your imagination that open doors for you, that help you to see beyond what the little mind sees, and you see a higher perspective. This this is what Einstein had. You know, he said creativity was the most important thing. Imagination is more important than anything else. And it is. That's how he was able to imagine these formulas and come up with these equations about how existence was and about math and this higher math was he used his imagination, and that's how you do it. If you want to write a book, you have to use your creativity, you have to use your imagination. If you want to write a novel, if you want to write a screenplay for a movie, you have to be in that creative state. If you want to write a song, you have to be in that creative state. If you want to paint a picture, you need to channel that creative space. Just about everything in life is creative, even if you are a numbers person, maybe you're an accountant or a bookkeeper. It is the creativity and the imagination that and the intuition that you use that is able to help you to do your job in the highest and best way. And whatever your job is, whatever your relationship is, creativity, imagination will add to it, will help you to see the good that's in it, will help you to make the best out of what it is. Creativity and imagination. So we don't really know what we are capable of until we begin to imagine what we are capable of. But we have to spend some time learning about ourselves and what is it we really need. You know, how do we connect? How do we become more harmonious? Well, use your imagination. Create, create, create. I invite you to consider these thoughts today and to act upon your joy, your passion, your excitement, and create the life that you want to live right here, right now. All right, just some things for you to think about. I appreciate you being with me today. I invite you to go to our website, unitychurchofgreenville.org, if you'd like to make a donation. We really appreciate that. If you want to find out more about who we are, maybe this is the first time you've seen, one of these broadcasts, then I invite you to take a look. We've got all kinds of services and teachings and programs, that we do on YouTube and Facebook and our website, and that we do at 2070 East Bellevue Road, which is where our Unity community is located. Come out and see us. Check us out this Sunday. We're going to be talking about the divine romance. We're going to talk about how to romance your way into the love of God and experience it in a deeper and greater way. So I invite you to join us for that. Come out and be with us in person. There's an energy that's there that's very healing, that's very uplifting and encouraging. And maybe you need some of that. Well, come on out, be with us in person. You'll experience that. But if you can't, watch us online, because you can still feel the energy, and it's still very palpable and tangible. When you get a room full of people together and they're all focused, in a positive way towards spiritual growth and encouragement, wow, anything can happen. And so it's a beautiful thing to watch and to see and to participate in. All right, well, have a great rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. I'll see you Sunday morning at 10:30. See you soon.